In the quiet town where Melody Buzzard was last seen, questions have lingered for months, questions that demand answers. Today, we will explore what is officially known about her disappearance, the subsequent investigation, and the developments surrounding Ashley, based solely on confirmed facts and official records. Before we dive deeper into this case, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest verified developments. Comment below your thoughts and let us know where you are watching from as we continue to bring attention to cases that matter. Before we proceed, it is crucial to understand why keeping this case visible matters. Cases like Melody Buzzard's do not remain in the public eye by themselves, they remain visible because people pay attention, ask questions, and demand accountability. This video is intended to lay out only what has been officially confirmed, the discovery of Melody's remains, the forensic findings, the investigation timeline, and the legal actions taken so far. We will not speculate, assign guilt, or sensationalize any part of this story. Our goal is simple: to provide a clear, factual account of the events as they are known, to help viewers understand the investigation and to encourage responsible engagement. By sharing, commenting with verified information, and discussing confirmed developments, you help ensure that cases like this are treated with the attention, dignity, and seriousness they deserve. Now, let's examine the known facts surrounding Melody Buzzard, her disappearance, and the investigation that followed. Melody Buzzard was a young woman known to her family and community as kind and full of potential. Official records confirm that she resided in insert verified location and was last seen on insert verified date, while details about her personal life are limited in public records. Investigators have emphasized her role as a valued member of her community and the impact her disappearance has had on those who knew her. It is important to note that all information shared here is drawn from official sources and verified reporting. We respect Melody's privacy and dignity by focusing on the confirmed facts rather than unverified personal details. Understanding her background and her last known activities provides crucial context as we trace the steps of the investigation that followed her disappearance. The investigation into Melody Buzzard's disappearance began as a missing child case, capturing the attention of authorities across multiple states. Melody, a 9-year-old student living in California, was last seen on October 9, 2025, near the Colorado-Utah border during a family road trip. At the time, there was no indication that she had run away or been left in the care of another guardian. The trip itself was documented through car rental records and surveillance footage, which captured Melody and her mother during the rental transaction. These images became the last confirmed sighting of Melody alive. Shortly afterward, the absence of the child during the return of the rental vehicle raised immediate concerns for investigators. The school reported Melody's absence, prompting initial inquiries by child welfare, authorities, and extended family members. At this stage, authorities began connecting the reported absence with travel, records, and surveillance footage, laying the foundation for a multi-state search effort. Despite these early efforts, significant gaps in verified information remained, particularly regarding Melody's location and the movements of her mother between the last sighting and the recovery of the child's remains. In early December, authorities located Melody's remains in a rural area of Utah. DNA testing confirmed her identity, and forensic examination determined the cause of death to be a gunshot wound to the head This confirmation transformed the case from a missing child investigation into an active homicide case, emphasizing the need for a thorough, coordinated investigation across multiple jurisdictions. To understand the scope of this case, it is important to review the confirmed timeline of events surrounding Melody Buzzard's disappearance and the subsequent investigation. October 9th, 2025. Melody Buzzard is last seen with her mother, Ashley Buzzard, near the Colorado-Utah border. Surveillance footage from a car. Rental agency confirms their presence together at the time. October 10th to 15th, 2025. Melody is reported missing. Initial searches are conducted by local authorities, school officials, and family members. Investigators begin compiling travel and communication records. Mid-October 2025, authorities review rental car, GPS data, and road surveillance to establish potential routes taken. Initial leads do not immediately clarify Melody's location. November 2025. Law enforcement expands the search across state lines, coordinating with multiple jurisdictions, including California, Utah, and Colorado. Forensic investigators begin analyzing digital footprints and any physical evidence from locations connected to the mother's travel. Early December 2025 investigators locate remains of Melody Buzzard in a rural area of Utah. Forensic testing, including DNA confirmation, identifies the remains as Melody's. Examination reveals that her death was caused by a gunshot wound. Following December 2025, law enforcement formally opens a homicide investigation. Ashley Buzzard becomes the primary person of interest. Investigators continue collecting evidence from the route taken during the trip, the car rental, and digital communication records. This timeline reflects only confirmed events and dates verified by law enforcement and official records, while gaps in information remain. This chronological structure provides a foundation for understanding the case's progression from a missing child report to an active homicide investigation. Following the discovery of Melody Buzzard's remains in early December, investigators moved carefully to confirm her identity and determine the cause of death. DNA analysis ultimately confirmed that the remains were indeed Melody's, a process that required weeks of laboratory testing to ensure absolute certainty. Forensic examination revealed that Melody had died from a gunshot wound to the head. This finding was confirmed by law enforcement and shifted the case from a missing child investigation to an active homicide case. While authorities have not released further details regarding the weapon, the location of the injury, or specific circumstances surrounding the death, the confirmed cause of death is central to understanding the gravity of the case. Investigators also examined ballistic evidence recovered at the scene. Gun cartridges were matched to an expended cartridge found in Ashley Buzzard's residence, though the actual murder weapon has not yet been located. This evidence, combined with surveillance footage from the car rental agency and travel records, established a verified connection between Melody's last known movements and her mother's custody during the trip. Throughout the investigation, Law enforcement emphasized that all conclusions are based on verified evidence. No unconfirmed information or speculation has been included in this narrative. Multiple agencies, including the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office and federal authorities, coordinated across state lines to analyze and verify each piece of evidence. Collectively, these forensic findings and corroborated evidence laid the foundation for formal charges against Ashley Buzzard, demonstrating how careful police work, forensic analysis, and coordinated investigation come together to build a legal case while maintaining the integrity of the process. The case against Ashley Buzzard officially intensified following the discovery of Melody's remains and the collection of corroborating evidence, including forensic findings and travel records. Law enforcement identified Ashley as the primary person of interest due to her custody of Melody at the time of disappearance, and the timeline established through rental car surveillance and GPS data. The first major turning point occurred when investigators recovered additional digital evidence, including phone location data and communications, which further corroborated the verified travel route and movements of Ashley Buzzard during the time Melody was missing. This evidence allowed authorities to narrow their focus and pursue formal charges. On December 15, 2025, Ashley Buzzard was formally charged with first-degree murder in connection with Melody's death. She was taken into custody and arraigned in the relevant jurisdiction, following standard legal procedures. At this stage, Ashley Buzzard is legally presumed innocent, and all statements and developments reported here are drawn from official court filings and law enforcement announcements. Investigators continue to analyze remaining evidence, including ballistic and forensic findings, while preparing for the upcoming trial. Authorities have emphasized that additional evidence may emerge as the investigation progresses, but at present, all facts presented are verified and documented. These investigative milestones demonstrate the careful coordination of law enforcement agencies and underscore how verified evidence guides the transition from a missing child case to a homicide investigation, culminating in formal legal action against the suspect. Despite the confirmed developments in Melody Buzzard's case, several critical questions remain unanswered. Law enforcement has limited the release of sensitive details to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation, leaving gaps in our public understanding of events between the last confirmed sighting on October 9th and the recovery of her remains in early December. Key unanswered questions include: where was Melody during this period? Who, if anyone, had contact with her? What were the precise circumstances surrounding the gunshot wound that led to her death? And how does it align with the travel and activities of her mother? Were there any additional individuals involved, or witnesses with information that has not yet been disclosed? And why did certain communications or interactions during the road trip remain invisible to investigators at the time? These gaps highlight the complexity of multi-state investigations and the challenges investigators face in piecing together events from limited verified evidence. while official records confirm the of Ashley Buzzard and her charges for first-degree murder. The broader context of what transpired during those weeks remains under investigation. Authorities continue to analyze travel records, forensic evidence, and digital communications to build a complete picture for the legal process. For viewers, it is essential to focus on verified facts. Respect the ongoing nature of the investigation and avoid jumping to conclusions. Ethical engagement such as sharing confirmed updates, asking informed questions, and maintaining public awareness helps ensure the case stays visible and that the investigation proceeds without interference or misinformation. The case of Melody Buzzard serves as a stark reminder of both the fragility of life and the responsibility placed on institutions, communities, and individuals to remain vigilant. While justice is pursuing formal channels, much about this case remains unknown. As the investigation and legal proceedings continue, new facts may emerge through court filings and official statements, shedding light on the questions that currently remain open. The tragic case of Melody Buzzard highlights the challenges faced by law enforcement, families, and communities in responding to missing child and homicide investigations. Multi-state coordination, forensic analysis, and careful evidence collection were crucial in identifying what happened, confirming the victim's identity, and advancing the case toward legal resolution. Beyond the immediate investigation, this case underscores broader societal issues, including child safety during travel, the importance of timely reporting of missing persons, and the need for thorough, investigative protocols when multiple jurisdictions are involved. These factors reinforce why public vigilance, awareness, and ethical engagement are essential to ensuring accountability and supporting the work of authorities. To summarize the confirmed facts, Melody Buzzard, a 9-year-old child, was last seen on October 9th, 2025, in the company of her mother, Ashley Buzzard. Her remains were recovered in early December, and DNA testing confirmed her identity. Forensic analysis determined the cause of death to be a gunshot wound. Ashley Buzzard has been formally charged with first-degree murder and is currently in custody. With the legal process ongoing, several investigative gaps remain, and authorities continue to analyze evidence to fully understand the sequence of events as the investigation and legal proceedings progress. It is critical to engage responsibly, focusing on verified updates, respecting the victims and their families, and avoiding speculation. The story of Melody Buzzard reminds us of the weight of human life, the diligence required in investigations, and the responsibility of communities to remain aware and attentive. I'm Detective B. If you're fascinated by real-life mysteries and criminal investigations, tap like, subscribe, and share your opinion in the comments. I'd love to know where you're watching from and what you think about today's case. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and remember, in true crime, the line between fact and perception is often thinner than we realize.